Hey everyone, I am Priyanshu Agarwal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be solving the Code Daily Challenge, which is split linked list in parts. Okay, so let's see what is this question and how we can solve it. So in this question, we have been given with the head of a singly linked list and an integer k, and we need to split the linked list into k consecutive linked list parts. Okay, and the length of each part should be as equal as possible. No two parts should have a size differing more by more than one. This may lead to some parts being null. Okay, we will understand that what they are trying to say here. The parts should be in the order of occurrence in the input list, and the parts occurring earlier should always have a size greater than or equal to parts occurring later. Return an array of the k parts. Okay, let's understand from the first example in which we have been given with the linked list 1, 2, 3, and we need to divide it into k parts, which is 5. Okay, so here the size of the linked list, let's say n, is 3, right? And we need to divide this linked list into k parts. And let's say k parts, can we say that we need to put this, and we can consider nodes as balls, or we can say nodes only, and we need to keep these or put these nodes into 5 boxes, these 5 boxes, right, or 5 parts. So here the size is 3 and we need to put them into 5 boxes, and how we need to put them is either their size or either the number of balls in each box should be equal, or they can differ by at most 1, right? So if we have size as 3, then we can just put 1 balls in the starting 3 boxes, and then the last 2 boxes will be null, as we have been given with the question that this may lead to some parts being null. There can be some boxes which are null because we can keep the equal number of balls in each box. So this was a very small example. So let's understand from the second one so that we will get much better idea. So next, in the next one, we have been given within linked list of size 10 with k equals to 3. Okay, so let's see this example now. So in this, our linked list size is 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. With k equals to 3. So it means we have 3 boxes, right? We need to divide it into 3 equal parts, or their size can differ by at most 1. Okay, so as its size is 10, right? So can we find that, let's suppose first we will put equal number of balls in each boxes. So how we can put is n by k, which is 3. So let's put 3 balls in each box. Okay, now how many balls are remaining? That is 10 modulo 3, right, which is 1. So now in which box do we should put this 1 ball? So as we have given in the question that the length of each part should be as equal as possible, and let me just, yeah, and parts occurring earlier should always have a greater size, greater than or equal to parts occurring later. So we in which box we should put this remaining ball? In this, because earlier part can have greater size, right? So this is the earlier part. We cannot put this remaining ball in the last one. Okay, so let's suppose if our size was 11, right? So initially also we will put all the try to put equal number of balls, then we will put 3 balls in each box. Then how many balls will be remaining? That is 2. Now in the first box we will put 1 ball, then it will become 1. Now in the second box we will put 1 more ball, now it will become 0. That's all. So what we need to do is, first we need to calculate the size of the linked list, and then we need to find how many equal number of balls we can put in each box, right? And if we have some remainder, then we will put that ball in the initial boxes. Means we need to put n by k plus 1 balls in the remainder number of initial boxes, right? As here the remainder was 2. So what we have done is we have put n by k plus 1 balls in the remainder box, in starting 2 boxes, right? So let's see how we can code this question, how we can code this approach. Okay, first of all, let's initialize our result vector, which will be result of size k, because as we have to return the head of the k linked list, and we can initialize all the heads as null, and then we need to calculate the size of the linked list. Okay, so this node star temp is equals to head, while temp, let me just initialize as 0. So temp is equals to temp next and n plus plus, right? Now what we need to do is we need to find the number of nodes we can put in each linked list. So what will be that? N by k. And what will be our remainder? N modulo k, right? Okay, now let's initialize our parts as 0. No, then we don't need to initialize it. We can initialize it in the loop as well. So here I points to a part. Okay, so till if I is less than k and n, let's say we need to initialize our pointers as well, head and previous pointer as null, right? And our current is something like our current doesn't goes out of bound, and I plus plus, right? And then what we do is we will just put that node in our result. Okay, now inside we will traverse the nodes plus 1 by times. J is equals to 0, j is less than nodes plus 1 only when remainder is greater than 0. So what we can say is remainder greater than 0. If remainder is greater than 0, it means this condition will return true, it means 1, then 1 will get added in the nodes. Okay, now j plus plus. Now what we need to do is we need to store our current pointer in the previous, and current is equals to current ka next. Okay, and by the end what we need to do is we need to initialize our previous next to null. Why? Because let's say we have reached this node, right? Now our previous is pointing to here and our current is pointing to here, but we need to change this pointer to null in order to break this relation, because we need to break this linked list, na? Otherwise here we can't reach answer as 1 2 3 4 4 then points to 5, then we need to break this connection. That's why we need to point previous connects to null, and we need to decrement remainder, right? And then we need to simply return our result. Okay, so let's try run this now. What mistake I have done is 1 2 3 current result I stores current, right? And then this previous stores current, then current stores current next, right? Okay, so here we have compared this I with this current, so we don't need to compare it with. So I should be less than k, because we need to divide the linked list in k parts, and current should also exist. Okay, so now let's try run this again. Yeah, it's working fine. Now let's try submitting it. Yeah, it's working fine. So now let's talk about the time complexity for this. So that here, see, we have used this one loop for iterating the linked list for calculating the length of the linked list, and this another loop for again iterating and dividing the linked list into k parts. Don't see these as two nested loops, I would say, because overall they are just iterating the complete linked list once, because here we are here we are again traversing nodes, then we will again go reach the I nodes plus one node in the linked list. So that's why the overall time complexity of this way we go of n plus n, that is we go of 2n, or we can say we go of n only. And if we consider the space of a result vector, then space complexity, otherwise space will be constant, right? So yeah, that's all for this question. I hope you get it. If you still have any doubts, then you can post in the comment section. I will surely try to answer them. Till then, bye guys, see you in the next video.